What do you think?
I think you should do it. Okay, you need the broiler on.
Yeah. Right now? Okay.
Hello everyone, it's Lauren.
And John.
From Hot for Food, and we're back with another
recipe challenge video. I was just kidding.
They're waiting for their challenge. They're waiting for their challenge. Last time we did the after school snack challenge, and what occurred, John?
I won. I made pretzels. They won. You guys voted?
Yep, by a landslide.
Yeah.
So we're back. I'm here to redeem myself in the vegan sandwich challenge. That's what we're doing today. Now, who doesn't love a good sandwich?
I think that this is an important one because we're doing appetizers and we're doing little snack challenges. This is the friggin' sandwich. This is a staple. And
yeah, and there's also a lot of like classic comfort foods that are sandwich form. So this is where we will shine, hopefully.
We're gonna put our sandwiches head to tip.
Hot.
Totally.
My little secret weapon in here.
What's in the bag?
Oyster mushrooms.
Oyster mushrooms. You gonna do something fishy?
I'm gonna do something fishy. I'm gonna do something classic to celebrate my love for diners, drive-ins, and dives, which always features an oyster or a shrimp po' boy sandwich, a New Orleans classic, and I'm gonna make an oyster mushroom po' boy sandwich on a fantastic soft roll like this.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm gonna be using this roll.
You're gonna make it that long?
Yeah, it's gonna be a super sandwich.
No, you're not. Tip to tip. That's a guaranteed win if you make a long sandwich.
Really? I am gonna make a meatball from scratch, and that will be the innards to my meatball sub, which is also a sub as a sandwich. All right,
let's do this. So we're gonna make a liquid marinade for our oyster mushrooms with non-dairy milk, 2 flax eggs. We're gonna add apple cider vinegar. We're gonna use this veg-friendly oyster sauce. We're gonna add garlic powder to this, and white pepper, and basil. So once that's all combined, I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag to get the mushrooms really soaked up. Okay, so we have a couple cups of mushrooms. Just sort of tear them apart so you've got little oyster pieces like this, but you want them to be like irregular, different sized pieces. And then add those to the bag and pour the marinade over top, and then put it in the fridge for about 15 minutes. For the breading, we're gonna use panko breadcrumbs so that it's really light and crispy. We're also gonna add cornmeal and flour. We're adding sea salt, we're adding cayenne and smoked paprika, and garlic, and basil. And almost forgot fresh ground pepper. So you're gonna do these in batches. And just pack the breading on as best you can. So I'm gonna make a tartar sauce, or kind of like a remoulade sauce for the sandwich, and I'm gonna use vegan mayonnaise, hot sauce, sweet green relish, and I'm gonna put pickles on the sandwich, but I'm just gonna use pickled juice in here.
For the meatballs in my sub, I'm actually just gonna adapt our best damn vegan burger recipe. So I'm gonna start by chopping up an onion and caramelizing that. You're gonna drain a can of black beans, add that to a food processor along with the caramelized onions. Blend the onions and the beans until they're smooth. While the pan's still hot, I'm gonna add some veggie ground beef. We're just gonna cook that throughout. We're gonna add that to a bowl with Vital Wheat gluten. I'm gonna switch up the seasoning a little bit from our burger recipe. I'm gonna do chili powder, oregano, basil, and cumin. Last thing to do, add the veggie ground round and mix it all up. Just checking the texture. You're gonna be making little meatballs with your hands like that. Beautiful. So that'll make about 20 meatballs. Using the same pan, we're just gonna add a little bit more oil and brown these guys. I'm gonna cover in marinara sauce or pizza sauce. Simmer on low and cover. The cheese sauce is soaked cashews, non-dairy milk, we're using almond, tapioca flour, lemon juice, nutritional yeast, onion powder, garlic powder, white pepper, and sea salt. You're just gonna blend this and heat it in a saucepan. Heating up the tapioca is what allows it to thicken. Oh baby, look at that cheese sauce.
What a feast we have upon us. I'm very excited about it.
I've been wanting to make a po' boy sandwich for a long time, like a vegan one, and...
Well, you didn't make it, I did.
This is gonna be epic.
It is, it's time to assemble these sandwiches in the vegan sandwich challenge.
I don't know who's gonna win. Holy crap, I think I'm overcompensating for something.
Obviously.
This is ridiculous, and it's gonna be awesome.
It looks good though, it looks really good. Well, because we know that the best damn burgers are good and the cheese sauce is good, so.
What are you saying, I played it safe?
Saying you played a little safe. You know, I created something brand spanking new here.
I haven't had a good po' boy sandwich since becoming vegan.
No, me neither. Right before I did go vegan, I had a really good oyster po' boy, or like a shrimp po' boy or something like that in Florida. But this looks delicious. Are we doing tastes now?
Yeah, am I gonna eat mine like whole,
I
or
don't
do I
think
have
so,
to?
John. I think that's called a mess that I'm gonna have to clean up.
True. I'll cut it. How many balls do you get per cut?
2, duh. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that cuts nicely. Or you could eat the whole thing if you're Homer Simpson. I think he calls them hoagies though. He likes meatball hoagies. All right.
Okay, I'm just gonna go eat mine because it's
That's gonna be
friggin' delicious.
This will be Snickles' little meatball. I know yours is gonna taste good because oyster mushrooms are crazy and taste really meaty.
They taste like you're eating seafood. Why even bother eating oysters? Those are a pain in the ass to find in the ocean.
I think they're expensive too.
And they're
aren't they?
expensive. Just get oyster mushrooms.
Okay, here we go. Whoa. Mmm.
This is everything I dreamed it would be, and honestly, I think this could win a food competition. Not this food competition. Well, it will win this one, but I mean like a real one.
Oh my God.
Mmm.
Yours has got to be good with the soft bun and the crunchy mushrooms.
That is my heaven right there, that sandwich. That's the best sandwich I've ever made, and I've made a lot of good sandwiches. Is your mouth clean from tomatoes?
Yeah.
Oh. This tastes like meat!
I know.
I said that way too excited.
I don't know, man.
This is a tough one. We actually outdid ourselves. These are both awesome.
Both are really different, but friggin' killer. I literally wouldn't change anything
Nope.
about either one. There you have it. What's it gonna be? My monstrous meatball sub?
Or my vegan oyster mushroom po' boy sandwich.
Oh man.
You might win just based on your name.
I went for the shock factor size. And you know what? It friggin' tastes good.
Quantity over quality?
I actually, genuinely, I'm not gonna talk shit.
No, I know.
during this one.
They are. They're both really good. They're both delicious. You need to make both of them and then make a proper educated vote. So you decide who wins the vegan sandwich challenge. We prefer that you vote in the poll. If you hit that little eye icon right up there in the corner, a poll will come up. And then
you can
just
do it
click.
on, people are like, you can't do it on iPhone? You can do it on iPhone.
You can do it on iPhone because cards are enabled on mobile. And we know a lot of you are watching our content on your mobile phones.
Well, on the toilet, maybe.
Oh, definitely watch this while you're on the toilet. So anyways, that's it. This was another challenge video. This was like an all-star one, I would say. One
This
for
might
the
be
books.
this might be my favorite.
Yeah, I feel like this is my favorite so far. So vote. Also, leave your comments below what you think. My po' boy, his meatball sub, whatever. Let us know what you think. If you make them and post them on social media.
1 week.
Yes, you have 1 week to vote officially. But anyways, most people vote on the first day. Yeah. Hashtag Hot for Food when you're posting photos of our recipes that you made on social media, and at Hot for Food, tag us because that's how we'll find ya.
Did you tell them to subscribe?
Oh, you definitely have to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, some people aren't subscribed. They tell us later in the comments. They're like, oops, I've been watching for a year and I'm not subscribed. How dare you?
We've
I'm just
been getting
kidding.
all these free recipes.
I'm just kidding. Hit subscribe below. We love you very much, and we're here for you with more vegan comfort food every Wednesday. And we need to leave now so I can finish eating this, because this is a dream.
I don't know which one's my favorite. Bye.